Hello lads, in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to present. You might be trying to sell a product or just give an idea to someone. All of these skills require presenting, and it's seen everywhere in life. And it's easily overlooked by people. Not many people think of presentation skills as something that you can improve a lot. Let's talk about my story though. I started young, not a really extroverted person, but over the years, I've won some speech competition awards, and to the point where now I'm pretty comfortable in presenting ideas. And I'm not saying I'm a god of presenting, but I've implemented some tips along the way to really improve. Those are the ones I'm going to be sharing with you today. So the first tip is you have to make the presentation into a story. The audience needs to be engaged throughout the entire presentation, because if they're only engaged for 5 minutes, let's say only half of the information is given, they can't fall asleep, right? So the way to do this is to have a story. The slides should be in a story format. So let's say you're trying to sell a product. You should start by saying, okay, this is the problem for the customer. This is how to solve it, and this is the solution we provide. It should be flowing like that. And the way to do this is that the slides shouldn't be categorical. They should more so be visuals, images, with very few text, so that the audience is fully focused on what you're saying. Their attention is fully on you. And then, how about this? What I just did here. Asking a rhetorical question is a great way to engage the audience as well. So it is a rhetorical question. They're not supposed to answer you directly, but it's still going to make them think, get them focused again if they weren't fully focused. One thing I want to mention before describing tip number 2 is people in university and education don't learn, in school, don't learn a lot about presenting. Me personally, it was more in my work experience where I really started getting these useful tips to present. So let's move on to tip number 2. Put a pen in your mouth and try to speak like this. It sounds weird as hell. It looks weird, whatever, but when you're practicing, do this when you're presenting, and then the next time you present, it's going to be so much easier to articulate your words and to have good diction that it really makes a difference. Third tip is also, when potentially practicing for a presentation, record yourself just like I'm doing right now. And this is also going to look really weird at first, because there's certain things that you don't notice because you're the first person. You're not really seeing what everyone sees about you. But once you hear yourself, you're going to notice certain things to improve, which you can then just improve, iterate again, record yourself again, and keep improving really quickly until you have to give the actual presentation, and you're going to be perfect to do it. So those are the 3 tips, quite practical tips. So next time you have to give a presentation, just use these and you will see it's going to be so much easier to just deliver your idea, be confident. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'm out.